Yeah, check one. I get check 1 2. Oh. Check 1 2. Yeah. 1 2. One two. Yeah, yeah. 1 2. 1. I hear from there. 1 2. Check 1 2. Good light him. A little too much effects on this, or no? A little too much effects. 1. 1 2. Check 1 2. 1 1 2. Check sound check 1 2. 1 1 2. 1 1 2. One little delay. 1 2. Check. Check. Sound check. 1 1 1 2. Check 1 2. 1 1 2. 1 2 1 1 2. Check 1 2. 1. One, two. Check. Check. Can I
Sound
feedback?
check 1.
1 1 2. Check 1 2. That work.
Sound 1, 2, 3 sound. Sound check 1, 2, 3 sound. 1. Sound 1, 2, 3.
Nari, really, and from this point of time. Raise the gain a little bit.
Sound check 1, 2, 3 sound.
Nari, ready there? Start.
Testing one. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sound 1, 2, 3 sound. Sound check 1. Sound 1. Sound 1. Sound 1.
Watch.
Check.
That monitor is.
Sound 1. 1, 2, 3 sound. Sound.
Carry it from me. No, it's real soft. Chale.
Sound. प्रेम से बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, जगदम्बे माता की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. My beloved brothers and sisters, my humble Sitaram and Namaskar to all of you. To the respected elders, Pranam, and to the members of the Biri family. Fulfill social expectations, but we have all come to join with this family as they continue to offer prayer on behalf of the soul, their beloved Anil. My dear friends, death will knock at every door. Death will visit every home. It is inevitable. Once there's birth, there will be death. Death has no regard for age or time or place. Death has no regard for social status. जिंदगी की किराए का घर है, एक न एक दिन बदलना पड़ेगा. The simile of life is a rented house. One day the lease will be up. When death, as it must, sounds its mournful bell, the occupant must leave. My dear friends, when we came into this world, our expiry date was already written. Anil came. He performed his karmas to the best of his ability and he left. मैं तो प्रभु की शरणिया जाता है दुनिया छोड़ के. He says, मैं तो प्रभु की शरणिया जाता है दुनिया छोड़ के. He says, Lord, मैं तो प्रभु की शरणिया. I am leaving this dunya, this world, and I am coming to you. Brothers and sisters, my dear friends, it is said that life is like a drop of water, dangling precariously at the tip of a leaf, and that drop of water can drop anytime. Our next breath is not guaranteed. And this evening, as we have all come, Let us use the gift of this breath, because our breath is never guaranteed our next breath. I want to ask you to pray with us. Hajodkar, Vinti Suno. Mahatma Gandhi says, as food is necessary for the body, prayer is necessary for the soul. Let us pray. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Guru Charana Kamala Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. God answers prayer. And if our prayer is sincere, the Lord will answer our prayer. Pranamya Shri Sadevam Gauri Putram Vinayakam Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam Ayukamati Siddhai Prathamam Vakratundam Cha Ekadantam Dvitiyakam Tritiyam Krishna Pingaksham Gajavakra Chaturtakam Om Sham No Mitra Sham Varuna Sham No Bhavatyariyama Sham No Indro Brihaspati Sham No Vishnu Rurukrama Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vanishyami Ritam Vanishyami Satyam Vanishyami Tanama Avatu Tadvaktaram Avatu Avatu Ma Avatu Vaktaram Hari Om. My dear friends, the Guru plays a significant part in the life of every Hindu. If we do not have Guru's kripa and Guru's blessing, then our lives will be spiritually orphaned. This evening, we mentally touch the feet of Guruji. As we begin, we seek Guru's Ashirvad. Guru Kripalam Kevalam 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 Swami Kripalam Kevalam Swami Kripalam कृपालं केवलं स्वामी कृपालं केवलं स्वामी कृपालं केवलं गुरु कृपालं केवलं गुरु कृपालं केवलं कृपालं केवलं गुरु कृपालं केवलं साई कृपालं केवलं साई कृपालं केवलं साई कृपालं केवलं साई कृपालं केवलं गुरु कृपालं केवलं गुरु कृपालं केवलं गुरु कृपालं केवलं गुरु कृपालं केवलं प्रेम से बोलो गुरु महाराज की जय Sing the name of Radhe Govinda. Chant the name of Narayana. Allow the vibrations to reach the soul. Bhajuman Radhe Govinda. Bhajuman Radhe Govinda. Oh, Bhajuman Radhe Govinda. Oh, Bhajuman Radhe, 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 Radhe Govinda.
Bhajuman Radhe, 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 Radhe.
Oh, Bhajuman Krishna Kanhaiya. Bhajuman Krishna, 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 Krishna Kanhaiya.
Bhajuman Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Oh, Bhajuman Radhe Govinda. Oh, Bhajuman Radhe Govinda. Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan, Shri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hare. Say Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan, Shri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hare. Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hare. Om Shri Vishnave Namaha. Om Narayanaya Vidmahi Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishnu Prachodayat. Narayana, Narayana, Jai Govinda Hare. Narayana, Shri Narayana, Jai Gopal Hare. Narayana, Shri Narayana, Jai Gopal Hare. Narayana, Shri Narayana, Jai Gopal Hare. My dear friends, what is death? What is death? Bhagwan Krishna says, it is like casting out worn out garments and putting on others that are new. It is the separation of the body and the soul. आज सुनो हम गीत विधाता गा रही दो दुखियारी पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे। आज सुनो हम गीत विधा का गा रहे। जो दुखियारी पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे। बहुत दिनों के साथी आज जुदा होंगे। गुमसुम आखिरियों में आसमां रहे। आज सुनो हम गीत विधा का गा रहे। जो दुखियारी पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे। My dear friends, the analogy of the two birds is the body and the soul. The body and soul spent many, many years together. And the separation is that the body is being separated. This is the song of farewell. दो दुखियारी पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे। दो दुखियारी पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे। My dear friends, on the day of the cremation, when the body was cremated, the 5 elements went back to its respective places, isn't it? But the soul continues. This is why Sanatana Dharma recommends continuous prayer for the soul. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. The soul is consciousness and bliss. My dear friends, what is the color of the soul? Buddhi rahit sada ek ranga, sada pariram na hove dharata. Does the soul have a color? Buddhi rahit sada ek ranga, sada parirama na hove dharata. The soul is ekaranga, one color, it never changes. The soul continues to move on. My dear friends, that's why we have to continue to pray. It is the last help that we can give to the soul. It is said, the soul is like a boat in the ocean, tossed by the turbulent waters. This is why we have to offer prayer on behalf of the soul. Mera chota sa sansar, Hari aa jao ek baar. Oh Prabhu, mera chota sa sansar. We are asking this very small request. Ek baar, just come Prabhu, ek baar, just one time. Mera chota sa sansar, Hari aa jao ek baar. Mera chota sa sansar, Hari aa jao ek baar. Hari aa jao, Hari aa jao, meri naiya paar. मुझको क्यों तरसाया है, ये कैसे तुम्हारी माया है। निज बहते हैं असुवन धार, निज बहते हैं असुवन धार। हरि आ जाओ एक बार, मेरा छोटा सा संसार। हरि आ जाओ एक बार, हरि आ जाओ, हरि आ जाओ, मेरी नैया पार लगा जाओ। मेरा छोटा सा संसार, हरि आ जाओ एक बार, मेरा छोटा सा संसार। हरि आ जाओ एक बार। We make humble petition to the Lord to take the soul safely to its destination. My dear brothers and sisters, when our loved ones are snatched away from us, when our loved ones are taken away from us suddenly, do we cry? Do we grieve? And yes, we do. But should we also thank God for all the wonderful years He has given our loved ones to us? Should we thank God for that? Bhagwan Krishna says, this is why, my dear friends, what should we do? We should turn to our scriptures for our guide. Bhagwan Krishna says, Balam Balvatam Chaham. He says, I am the strength of the strong. And whenever I quote from Bhagavad Gita, I remind everyone that Bhagavad Gita contains words emanating directly from the lips of Bhagwan Krishna. These are not reported speech, so to speak, but these are direct words. And if Bhagwan Krishna says, Balam Balvatam Chaham, that means to say, He is really the strength of the strong. In chapter 9, verse 16, Bhagwan Krishna says, I am the Vedic ritual, I am the sacrifice, I am the offering to the departed. Now listen to what he says in verses 17 and 18. Pita hamasya jagato mata dhata pitamaha vedyam pavitram omkara rakshamaya jirivacha. Very powerful words. He says, I am the sustainer and the ruler of this universe. Its father, mother, and grandfather, the one worth knowing, the purifier, the sacred symbol, syllable Om, and the three Vedas. He goes on to say, Ghatere Bharata Prabhu Sakshi Nivasaha Sharanam Suhitam Prabhava Parayasthanam Nidhanam Vijamadayam. He says, I am the supreme goal. I am the supporter, Lord, witness. I am the abode, I am the refuge, I am the well-wisher, seeking no return. Origin and end, resting place, storehouse to which all beings return at the time of universal destruction. I am the imperishable seed. He goes on in chapter 9, verse 22. And my dear friends, I want you all to listen very carefully. A powerful, powerful verse in Bhagavad Gita. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana pariupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshamam. He says, the devotees, however, who loving no one else constantly think of me and worship me in a disinterested spirit, to those ever united in thought with me, I bring full security. And the words which follow are words that we should always keep near to our hearts. He says, I will personally attend to your needs. Let me repeat that. I will personally attend to your needs. Ananyas chantayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nitya bhiyuktanam yogakshama. We now listen to bhajan before we continue.
अंधकूप महाबया गबददा सादवरी न सरि गरि पग गबददा अंधकूप महाबयान नानक पर
My dear beloved brothers and sisters, let me impress upon your minds this evening that this body is a vardhan. This body is a vardhan, a mandir for liberation. Sadhana dhama moksha kara dwara पाए न जेहि परलोक सवारा. Goswami Tulsidas Maharaj in Uttarkhand, he wrote, Sadhana dhama moksha kara dwara पाए न जेहि परलोक Savara pai na jai paraloka savara. He says this body is to be used for spiritual endeavors, sadhana, which will take us to that moksha karadwara one day, my dear friends. I believe at some point in Anil's life he acknowledged that spark of divinity within him. And probably a renaissance took place. He recognized that this body is not only to eat and sleep and procreate or to gather material things, but ek din hame bhi jana hai. And he recognized that spark of divinity, and he knew ek din hame bhi jana hai. This evening I want to share a very beautiful song which says, दुनिया ने चढ़ाए फूल तुझे मैं खुद को चढ़ाने आया हूँ. The song says, Lord, I have come to you. The world has offered flowers unto you. I have come not to offer flowers, but I have come to offer myself unto you, Prabhu. दुनिया ने चढ़ाई खुद को चढ़ाने आया हूँ. दुनिया ने चढ़ाए फूल तुझे मैं खुद को चढ़ाने आया हूँ. ऐसा ही तुम्हारे द्वारे में, ऐसा ही तुम्हारे his God-gifted voice, his God-given voice, the gift of his voice, to respond, Salim, to respond to a promise that he made. We all made a promise before we came into this world. Koi palna pite aisa yaad teri naal. Oh, before we came into this world, when we were in our mother's womb in that dark cell, we prayed. We said, Prabhu, allow me to come out of this dark cell and I will sing your praises. आते जाते सांस निधर कर महिमा तेरी गाई, कोई पल ना बीते ऐसा याद तेरी ना आयो, कोई पल ना बीते ऐसा याद तेरी ना आयो, कोई पल ना ऐसा याद देना, आते जाते सांस धड़कन महिमा तेरे गाए। ओम नमः शिवाय, बोलो नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, बोलो नमः शिवाय, कोई पल ना बीते ऐसा याद देना, ओ कोई पल ना बीते ऐसा याद देना, आते जाते सांस धड़कन महिमा तेरे गाए। ओम नमः शिवाय, बोलो नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, बोलो नमः शिवाय. He sang his heart out. Bole Bole Hanuman, Hanuman Chalis, and many others. And in doing so, he echoed the words of Swami Vivekananda when he says, Atmano Muksharatam Jagatitayacha. We must not only seek liberation for ourselves, but we must seek liberation for the world. Thousands and thousands of devotees, thousands of people across the globe were blessed by his music, by his song, probably in many different ways. Atmano Mukshartam Jagat Hitayacha. Anil, I believe, knew about his Milan. I know and I believe in my heart he wanted a Milan, that meeting. And I'm sure by Bhagwan's Kripa, he would have gotten that Milan. We too, one day, when we leave and we drop this mortal coil, we will want a Milan. Listen to this beautiful song. दस मास रहे जब गर्भही में, तब ही प्रभु से तुम कौन किया, मैं बाहर हो हरि भक्ति करो, तेही कारण लोग भेद किया, एकाई जगत में भूल गयो, तेही कारण लोग भेद किया, कवती हरहे मन चेत करो, बचुराम सिया गुण जन्म लिया, राम मिलन कब होई, ओ राम मिलन कब होई, अगे सवाल आदि रहे, हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई, अगे सवाल आदि रहे, हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई, अगे सवाल आदि रहे, हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई, अगे सवाल भव के पाथ चले ओ भव के पाथ चले अंधे सवाला गिरे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे सवाला गिरे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे सवाला गिरे आहाय मोनिषि में जीवन निंदिया मोनिषि में जीवन निंदिया भजन की भोरी भई ओ भजन की भोरी भई अंधे सवाला गिरे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे सवाला गिरे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे सवाला गिरे आहाय जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति तुरैया जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति तुरैया जीतो तब राम मिले ओ जीतो तब राम मिले अंधे सवाला गिरे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे सवाला गिरे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे सवाला गिरे आहाय वेद पुराण शास्त्र बहुभाषण वेद पुराण शास्त्र बहुभाषण पाकर बाजे भरी ओ पाकर बाजे भरी अंधे सवाला गिरे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे सवाला गिरे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे सवाला गिरे Let me encourage all of you this evening to prioritize God in your life. जल जो प्यारा माचरी लो भी प्यारा दान माता प्यारा बालका भक्त प्यारा राम when you discover that spark of divinity within you, when you acknowledge that we have come here to leave one day and to get moksha or liberation, when you discover that we live and we breathe every day by Bhagwan's kripa, then you will prioritize God. Jal jo pyara machali, the fish loves water. Lobhi pyara dam, the miser loves his mouth. Mata pyara balaka, the mother loves her child. Bhakta pyara ram, the bhakta prioritizes who? Bhagwan Ram. The bhakta, the devotee, prioritizes Bhagwan. My dear friends, most of you would have heard this before. Goswami Tulsidas Maharaj was married to Ratnavali. He loved her passionately. He loved her dearly. And one day when he came home from work, Ratnavali was not there. It is said that there was so much rain, Ganga had overflown her banks. Tulsi swam across that river. What he thought was a log was a dead body. When he got to Ratnavali's home, he knew where her room was. What he thought was a rope was a snake, my dear friends. So obsessed he was with Ratnavali. As he came through the window, Ratnavali was there, she's looking at him. Tulsi's teeth, they were shattering, they were chattering, the rain was shivering, water dropping from his clothes. Ratnavali looks at him. Listen to what she says. Lajana avata apaki Dawiyaya husat Dhika dhika is prema ko Kaha kaho maina. She says, where is your dignity, my Lord? You came to be with me. Fie on you for this false love. What can I say to you, my Lord? And she says, Asti charma mein dehata mein aise preeti aise preeti aise joshi Rama so Lajana awata apako Dawiyaya husai Dika dika ise prema ko Kaha kaho maina. Those words stabbing Goswami Tulsidas Ji, my dear friends. He turned around. His life was changed. And that is the same Goswami Tulsidas Maharaj who wrote Ramcharitmanas. My dear friends, prioritize God in your life. This evening I want to remind all of you, do not become distracted. Do not deviate from the path that you're supposed to be on. Sometimes we are blessed with so much material things. Sometimes we are blessed with so much beautiful faces, skin color, and we have all the niceties in life. Or we have a status in life and we become egoistic. Today, I remind you, do not deviate from that path. It is easy to slip away from that path. I have asked Bhagwan one thing. I says, Prabhu, allow me to always be humble. Allow me to always be simple. Amidst challenges and difficulties, we must learn to bow. We must know how to welcome, that is dharma. We must know how to treat our guests. We must know the love and appreciate love when people give love to you. Kabir Das wrote, there was a little boy. He was very anxious to meet his father. he had not seen his father for a long time. He waited patiently to hug his father. Listen to what happens. Puta piaro pitahiko gahari laga dhyai lobhamitai hatire apana gaya bhulai. The father came. Puta piaro pitahiko gahari laga dhyai. The father came. What does the father do? Lobhamitai hatire. The father puts some candy in his hand. Apana gaya bhulai. That boy takes the candy and he runs away. He forgot everything. All the yearning that he had for his father. So too, my dear friends, the soul yearns. There is something that is called Ananya Bhakti. But we move that aside. The soul yearns to be with Bhagwan. The soul yearns to sing. The soul yearns to pray. My dear friends, only you and you can steer your ship. Only you and you can steer your boat to reach the destination that you want to reach. And this evening I ask a very pertinent question. Reflect on yourselves. Where do you want to go? Waha kaun hai tera musafir jayega kahan damalile 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 ghari bhar ye chhaya पाएगा कहाँ वहाँ कौन है तेरा. Oh traveler, there is no one on that next side. You will not see anyone that side. You choose your life. There's a song that says Do rang duniya ke aur do raste do rang duniya ke aur do raste aur do raste do root jeevan ke jeene ke waaste do rang duniya ke aur do raste. Hindus and other human beings worldwide believe in the law of karma. It is said, as we sow, we will reap, isn't it? Anil will receive the rewards of his karmas. Chitra and Gupta have been recording, isn't it? O tere karma kahani तेरी आत्मा भी जानी ओ परमात्मा भी जानी. तेरे कर्म कहानी, the story of our life. तेरी आत्मा भी जानी, the soul will know. परमात्मा हो. ओ तेरे कर्म कहानी तेरी आत्मा भी जानी परमात्मा भी जाने. तेरे कर्म कहानी तेरी आत्मा भी जाने ओ परमात्मा भी जाने परमात्मा भी जाने परमात्मा भी जाने. If at all, knowingly or unknowingly, he committed omissions, my dear friends, we pray for forgiveness. I said earlier when I started, Sanatan Dharma recommends continuous prayer for the soul. And the Pandit will advise you accordingly where the soul is at this time according to Garud Puran. So the soul is aware until the 13 days when the soul will receive a body as big as the palm of the hand, and the soul will travel for 11 months visiting 16 cities. So the soul is aware. We are not perfect beings, my dear friend. There is no one who is perfect. ना मैं भगवान हो, ना मैं शैतान हो, दुनिया जो चाहे समझो, मैं तो इंसान हूँ। ना मैं शैतान हो, दुनिया जो चाहे समझे, मैं तो इंसान। The song says, ना मैं भगवान हूँ, I am not God. ना मैं शैतान हूँ, I'm not the devil. दुनिया जो चाहे समझे, मैं तो इंसान हूँ. But the world chooses to judge me. ना मैं भगवान हूँ, ना मैं शैतान हूँ, दुनिया जो चाहे समझो, मैं तो इंसान हूँ. दुनिया जो चाहे समझे, मैं तो इंसान. Let us not judge other people. Only Bhagwan knows. My dear friends, if at all when we do introspection, there are certain negativities within us that we believe should not be there and we should have evolved, then we should. You know, we all say that we talk to ourselves. I talk to myself a lot as well. A German scholar, Mark Muller, once said, erasers were made to erase mistakes. Swami Vivekananda replied, erasers were made for those who are willing to correct their mistakes. Let us listen to Bhajan.
Sagabadani da pada, gabadani da sa, pani sagare ni sani da ba, gabadani sani da ba, gabadani da ba da ba gabadani. हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं. हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे. जन्म जन्म की मैली चादर, जन्म जन्म की मैली चादर, कैसे दाग छुड़ाऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे। निर्मल वाणी पाकर तुझसे नाम न तेरा गाया, गबरनि सा सनि धनि द, निध निध व ध प ध प ग प ग प ग नि, नि नि ग प ध नि ध प ध। निर्मल वाणी पाकर तुझसे नाम न तेरा गाया, नैन मूंद कर हे परमेश्वर कभी न तुझको ध्याया, मन वीणा की तारी तूती, मन वीणा की तारी तूती, अब क्या गीत सुनाऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्मा, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे।
He is called Mahakal. He is the friend of the fallen. He is incomparable with any other god. For only he has the power to alter even the rule of destiny. Who is he? Tatvatetaha paratmaham, Tatvatetaha parashivaha, Mayatitaha param jyotir, Ahamevaham avyayah. He says, Tatvatitaha paratmaham. He says, I am beyond all philosophies. I am beyond the universe. I am eternal light. I am the inexhaustible forever. Through this very powerful chant this evening, we pray, O Mahadev, O Hara 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 Shambhu, Hey Shankata Sankata Harana, you remove the distresses of your bhaktas. We call out to you to allow the soul to experience eternal bliss at Shivaloka. Mrityunjay Mahadeva Trahimam Sharanagatam Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Piditam Karma Bandhane. Through this mantra, Hey Bhole Baba, Hey Shambhunath, Hey Mahadev, forgive him. You are Mahakal, and you can even alter the rule of destiny. Members of my group, myself, my daughter is here with me. We cry out to you together with everyone else. Daya karo, raksha karo. He Pranishwar. Mahadev. Mahadev. Hara 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 make that a mantra. Let us sing together. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Bolo. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. 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 Sayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva vandana mrityurmukshiyamamrita. Sayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva vandana mrityurmukshiyamamrita. Sayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva vandana mrityurmukshiyamamrita. Beloved brothers and sisters, and I want to direct this especially to Cheryl. Today is my 47th wedding anniversary day. Unfortunately, Bhagwan Shiva took my Patidev to his abode. Quite suddenly, my dear friends, I was plunged into a sea of fear. I was plunged into a sea of grief. I was plunged into a sea of pain, emptiness, and everything, my dear friends. But I pulled myself together, and I could not fall by the wayside. I could not. I could not fall by the wayside. My husband would not have been proud of me if I did. He knew I had the strength within me. I had 2 young children, 2 beautiful souls to nurture, to educate, etc. What did I do? There is an unlimited power that lies unexploited within every one of us. I reached in and I pulled that unexploited power within me. I reached for it. And what did I do? I built an armor of strength, of hope, and of courage. And I grabbed the spear of faith and I tarried forward. But I did not tarry forward by myself. I prayed. I wrote a simple prayer, and with it, a melody. And every day I made that prayer. And the operative word I said before, I grabbed the spear of faith. It means that I will go full speed ahead. I will not fall by the wayside. What was my prayer? Shivaji, tuma mere haath na chodo. Do not let go of my hand, Lord. Haath na chodo. Don't leave me alone. Saath na chodo. Shivaji, tuma mere haath na chodo. Shivaji, tuma mere haath na chodo. Haath na chodo. Saath na chodo. Saath na chodo. Saath na chodo. Shivaji, tuma mere haath na chodo. Shivaji, tuma mere haath na chodo. Oh Shivaji, tuma mere haath na chodo. He did not let go of my hand. He has never let go of my hand. And this evening I promise all the members of the family, if you have a prayer that is pregnant with prem, bhakti or shraddha, Bhagwan will never let go of your hand. There was an old man, and he was crossing a very dilapidated bridge. And as he stepped on the bridge, he turned around and he said, Lord, let me hold your hand. And God replied, no, let me hold your hand. And he said, what is the difference? And God said, if you hold my hand and something happens, you will let go. But if I hold your hand and something happens, I will never, ever let go. My dear friends, does it mean that I will be exempted from challenges? Does it mean to say that I will be exempted from trials and tribulations? No, my beloved brothers and sisters. When challenges come, I'm reminded about a very beautiful verse in Ayodhya Kand of Ramayana. In this particular chaupai, Bhagwan Ram, Sita, Maya and Lakshmana, they were on their way into Banbas. Raja Dasratha, his life force was slowly ebbing away. He called on his chief minister, Sumant. He says, "Oh Sumant, go and bring back my Rama." Sumant went. Sumant came back without Rama. Dasrath said, "Sumant, where is my Ram?" And Sumant said words to Raja Dasratha. And we must bear in mind that a king like Raja Dasrath, Tulsidas said, there never will be, there is, and there was never a king again like Dasratha. And sometimes it tells us that the smallest human being can give you a good advice. The vendor in the marketplace, the person who washes your car, your housekeeper, sometimes they're going to give you a good advice. Listen to what Sumant says to Raja Dasratha in this Chaupai. Raja Dasratha, Janama Marana Saba. He says three joys and sorrows alike. Janama Marana Saba, Dukha Sukha Dona, happiness and sadness. Hani Lava Priya Milana Biyoga, birth and death, joys and sorrows, loss and gain, meeting and separation, all these are governed by the laws of time and destiny and are unalterable as the sequence of day and night. My dear friends, let us listen now to bhajan.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय दम 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 डमरू बजाए दम दम डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति जो एक सोया जी जगाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति जो एक सोया जी जगाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय माते ऊपर तिलक चंद्रमा पहरे नाग की माला माते ऊपर तिलक चंद्रमा पहरे नाग की माला डमरू की गर्दन पे नाचे सृष्टि का रखवाला डमरू की गर्दन पे नाचे सृष्टि का रखवाला निज भक्तन के कष्ट मिटाए निज भक्तन के कष्ट मिटाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति एक सोया जी जगाए शिव शंकर कैलाश ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय जटाजूट से जलते गंगा भव के ताप मिटाते जटाजूट से जलते गंगा भव के ताप मिटाते धरती और प्यासे जीवों की मैया प्यास बुझाते धरती और प्यास जीवों की मैया प्यास बुझाते निज कृपा पर जग से बरसाए निज कृपा पर जग से बरसाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति एक सोया जी जगाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति एक सोया जी जगाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम
Beloved brothers and sisters, life will present us with many challenges. While there is life, there is hope, isn't it? Your path will be obstructed with storms and tornadoes. Be fearless and cheerfully continue to move forward. Kadam no jawato, badhata chala ja, badhata chala ja, tu raha pani banata chala ja. Kadam no jawato, badhata chala ja, tu raha pani banata chala ja. कड़कते हो बिजली, बरसते हो बादल, हो सैलाब हो तूफान, तेरी राह में हायल। कड़कते हो बिजली, बरसते हो बादल, हो सैलाब हो तूफान, तेरी राह में हायल। तू भी तो कहोगे हंसता चला जा, हंसता चला जा, तू राह बनी बनाता चला जा। कदम दो जमातो, बढ़ाता चला जा, बढ़ाता चला जा, तू राह बनी बनाता चला जा, तू राह बनी बनाता चला जा। If this body, my dear friends, is a mandir for liberation, then let your light shine that spark of divinity within you. Let that dear light light day and night. Do not allow the darkness of Kali Yuga. Do not allow the darkness of Kali Yuga to penetrate your heart. Beloved brothers and sisters, be like the lotus flower. Even though it lives in the murky waters, yet it is very beautiful. A very humble petition. Aaj andheri today, Prabhu, allow us to use this mind to recognize that light within us. Aaj andheri mein hai hum insaanon. Give us that knowledge. ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान, आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान हो, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान, आज friends, those of you who are looking at us, and those of you who are present here, if you have a prayer, and if you ask God, Gyan ka Suraj, if you ask, and like I said before, pray in Bhakti or Shraddha, that evolution will take place within you. भक्त रहे हम राह की not a temporary assignment. It is surrender under all situations. The Narad Sutras defines bhakti as man's love for God. For through bhakti is he moved to rapture, and through bhakti does he attain peace and is ever happy in spirit. Love of God is ineffable. It is an experience pure and selfless, subtle, unbroken, and ever expanding. Kabir Das spoke of his experience. Akat kahani prem ki kahat kahi na jaye, hoonge keri sarkara haye aur muskaan. One day Kabir was asked, tell us your experiences. Tell us your experiences when you feel bhakti, when you experience bliss. And this was his reply. Akat kahani prem ki. He says, you want to know about my story of my love for Bhagwan? Kahat kahi na jaye. I can't sing, but I can describe it. Ghunge keri sarkara. It's like a dumb person eating candy, something sweet. Khaye aur muskaan. The dumb person is eating, enjoying the sweetness, but only smiling because the dumb person can't speak. My dear friends, we can bind love with our God. We can bind God with our love. We can bind God with the butter of our love. We can melt his heart. Prema ho to Shri Hari se prema hona chahiye. There was once an old lady, very dull-witted, but she loved Bhagwan. Being religious, being educated, being certificated doesn't necessarily mean that we love Bhagwan. Here was an old lady, dull-witted. She was trying. She knew one name, and that was Prabhu. She could not do puja. She did not know the intricacies of puja. She said, I would like to sing the name and the glory of Bhagwan, but I do not have a singing voice. My dear friends, let me tell you, in the ears of our Lord, every voice is a nightingale. But she said one thing, Prabhu, 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 karna janu, naina jal bhar na janu. My dear friends, she says, I do not know why. I know this one name, Prabhu, 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 karna janu. She says, I don't know why. I do not know where the tears. We do not have to know a mantra. We do not have to know any long puja or pratana to Bhagwan. Bhagwan Krishna says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. What we give it, my dear friends. So if you know one word, Prabhu, 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 once you sing with love, the tears will fall because of your bhakti, my dear friends. Every day, try, and we can put a smile on someone's face. Inspire someone, encourage someone, and give hope. We cannot live selfishly. Atmano muksharatam jagatitaya cha. And those of you who follow all my television programs, and those of you who are present when I do satsang will know that I always say I have a mantra. What is that mantra? I filled my heart with love one day, and to all I met I gave it away, although I gave to all I met. My heart is still the fullest yet. John Quincy Adams wrote, he says, if your actions inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more and become more, you are a leader. It's all about one life inspiring and motivating another to become the very best version of themselves. Do you all believe in your heart that Anil Bheem was a leader? In my humble opinion, yes. He inspired others. He encouraged others. Salim ji, I know he has inspired you, he has encouraged you. And my dear friends, I said earlier again, it's inevitable. One day we'll have to leave this world. Waha kaun hai tera, musafir, the traveler, is not guaranteed there's going to be someone there. But when you live a life purposeful, prioritize God, and create beautiful memories. The song says, oh traveler, man comes and he goes. He will leave beautiful memories and he will take his good karmas. Let us listen. My beloved brothers and sisters, as I leave you this evening, I humbly pray that this evening's messages will further strengthen your love and faith in God, and ultimately accelerate your journey to that Moksha Karidwara. I want to thank the members of my group for taking time off their busy schedules. All these boys are very busy and they're tired. But I wish to leave with you words from Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali. I quote, "Life of my life, I shall ever try to keep my body pure, knowing that thy living touches upon all my limbs. I shall ever try to keep all the truths out from my thoughts, knowing that thou art that truth which has kindled the light of reason in my mind. I shall ever try to drive out all evils away from my heart and keep my love in flower, knowing that thou hast thy seat in the innermost shrine of my heart. And it shall be my endeavor to reveal thee in my actions, knowing that it is thy power and thy power alone that gives me strength to act." I met Anil more than 25 years ago when I was doing a live Diwali program at 103. And when I finished, she came very politely with a beautiful smile, and he says, "Auntie, I can now put a face to the voice that I have heard many times before." As a matter of fact, my first recording cassette was recorded in 1985 at Sarana Music. And those songs remain very nostalgic up to today. And as I leave you this evening, my dear friends, I pray, Shivaji, tum mere haath na chhod. I pray, Prabhu, on behalf of the soul, that you will never leave him. Haat jodkar, binti suno, please put your hands together. Rameva param brahma, Rameva param tapah, Rameva param tattva, Rameva brahmatarakam. Om anadhani dhano deva, Shankha chakra gadadhara, Akshaya pundari kaksha, Preta moksha prado bhava. Bless his soul, Prabhu, and let it dwell in Rama. Sita Rama Sharana Rati Mori, Sharana Rati Mori, Anudena Barahu, Anugrahatori, Anugrahatori. Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Ab kach naat na mangiya, Give him your love, Prabhu, and give him your blessing. Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Tvameva Mata, Shapita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhu, Chasaka Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya, Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam, Mama Deva Deva, Mantrahinam Kriyahinam, Bhaktihinam Janardhanam, Yat Pujatam Maya Deva, Paripurnam Tadastume, Kayena Vacha, Manasendriyarva, Buddhyatmanava, Prakriti Swabhavat, Karomi Adyat, Sakalam Parasme, Narayanayati, Samarpayami, Narayanayati, Samarpayami. Hari Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Prem se bolo Siyawar Ramachandra ki Jai. Hari Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om. I want to say Koti Koti Dhanyabad for all of you who have come out to support the family. Indeed, it's a great gesture, night after night, but the soul will receive the blessings of the satsang. Sitaram, and hope you all have a very safe journey back home. Thank you.